Good evening. My name is Mary, and I am co-founder of Family Ovation. We are a health services company that provides family wellness coaching via Skype. My colleagues and co-founders include Anindya, AK, and Payam. So we are addressing a huge challenge that actually has two parts. The first part of the challenge is the epidemic of obesity and the disastrous increase in preventable disease being caused by poor nutrition and a sedentary lifestyle. 68% of adults in America are overweight or obese. 1 in 6 kids is obese, and of those kids, 70% of them have at least one risk factor associated with major heart disease. In addition, there are over 5 million kids in the country who have been diagnosed with ADHD. So these statistics are grim. And unless there is a significant change in attitude and behavior, we are looking at 2030 at the possibility of spending almost $1 trillion a year on costs related to preventable disease. So the second part of the challenge is that the sad reality is that changing behavior is really, really difficult. If all anyone needed was knowledge and information in order to prevent disease, we'd have everything we need because there's tons of knowledge and there's tons of information. But our behavior is always a function of what's going on in our heads. And so in order to really impact the way people are acting, we have to intervene at the thinking level. So Family Ovation does this by providing family wellness coaching. Families have an initial needs assessment on 3 domains, including nutrition, fitness, and quality family time. Then the coach meets with them via Skype to help them learn how to be goal setters, learn how to monitor their progress, point them to the tools and resources. There's no need to invent more tools and resources. They're all out there. The idea is to support families in getting better at creating their own and improving their own family culture for wellness. We separate ourselves, or we distinguish ourselves as a product and service by providing the real live online video coaching. It's convenient. Families can do it in the evening, on the weekend. You don't have to pile everybody in the car and try to get there. It's engaging. Every person in the family has accountability and is participating, is responsible. It's affordable. Every family has a comprehensive wellness program set up by in-house experts. There'll be customized online software. They'll also have discounts to products and services that really help them achieve some goals. We're also looking at a family peer coaching program where people can connect with people who are nearby to create a community of families dedicated to improving their health. Oh, Anindya is going to share our business plan.
Thank you, Mary. Well, the key question is who's going to pay for that? Who are our customers? Well, basically, there are 3 customer segments. One of them would be health insurance providers like Blue Cross. It's an incentive for them to partner with us. There'll be big corporate giants who are concerned about the health and wellness of their employees. They have a reason to partner with us. Other than that, there'll be direct customers who would pay to us. Well, the rollout strategy. How we actually planning to initiate this. The addressable market potential, that's 72 million children. Well, that sounds a big number, but realistically speaking, how are we going to do this? Month 1 to 3, we'll have a pilot study in Tucson at the U of A. We have 4 coaches, and we plan to target 28 families. The pilot study cost would be $6,000, and we expect 164 real-time coaching hours during this period. Gathering all the data, we'll develop the back-end solutions for our coaching program. What we'll do is we'll connect these data and try to be more efficient and develop performance metrics for our software. Thereafter, we have a 2-pronged strategy. We'll first target the Tucson market, which we're already working on. We'll connect with Aetna, who's a health service provider for U of A. And we collaborate with schools, Pima Community College, and other insurance providers. And we plan to target by 2013 December 100 families and generate a realistic revenue of $40,000. Along with that, concomitant with it, California is another market we're targeting, and we plan to have 50 families and a revenue of $27,500. That are our current estimates. And also, we interviewed 35 people during this process of 2 days, and 30 people said that they're pretty much willing to take part in this program.
How do you certify your coaches and validate that they're going to be of value to a family?
Coaches will have minimum academic requirements and then additional experience and evidence of work as supporting fitness and wellness.
Okay, there's actually a group, battle group, that actually already does certify as coaches as part of a wellness program that they have. But we would partner with them to make sure the coaches were certified.
Also, they're certified nutritionists, physiotherapists, and psychologists that we're looking at, who we would partner with and have in our advisory board, and people in the U of A. We mainly students and employees at U of A. We've got contacts there. So for the pilot study, we'll have them on our advisory board to help us out and develop, a metrics and performance assessment software for our coaches. That's how we plan to do it.
So what's to say that Aetna or one of these other big providers can't do this themselves?
Sorry?
What's to say these big providers can't do this technology themselves, right? It's essentially Skype, and there's set up meetings, and why don't they do it themselves?
That's a good question. They're not doing it right now. They offer the services, but they're not doing it. They're not coaching anyone. Nobody's getting any coaching right now. And besides, we're doing the work for them. Just like they outsource it out, they have to build that up. We're going to take that away from them so we can do it ourselves.
To add to that, there are lots of Skype coaching. If you just Google, you'll find a lot of Skype coaching, but they are basically for individualized attention, not about family. They're just looking at weight losses for individuals, and they charge quite a premium on that. And this is for a family time. It's for family. There's nothing like that at the moment.
And we are also thinking on, we plan expert system supporting our coaches. That is one part of our business plan, that we get all those rules, data, and patterns of the main problems and main solutions, and we are supporting our coaches. That's part of our business.
When you did your survey and 80% of the people said they would participate, what price point did you put in front of them?
Our initially, my first question was, would you do this if your organization, whoever you work for, would pay for this? That's the first question I asked them. And I said, and then if they couldn't, how much would you pay? And our price point was,
sorry?
What was the price point? I can't remember
About
the price point.
12
a month. $12 a month. $12 a month for a family to have coaching.
But for the section that they're really wealthy and they're not a problem for their money, the main concern is health, like the market segment in California. We will charge them more, and they're really happy with it.
I think it's fair to say, talking to some of the parents that we did, that it's a unique opportunity to engage families. They want, even families that have relatively healthy wellness sorts of attitudes and cultures, they're still looking for ways to use new recipes or find new activities or hook up with other people.
So $12 a month, are the counselors doing this for free, or how are they getting paid?
No.
We have estimated certain revenues for that pilot study, and we came up with the costs. We've accounted $50 per hour. That's the coaching cost for the coaches. And there's a certain number of hours, that's like 160 hours per month of coaching, including the 4 coaches. And the total cost that came out was around $320 for each coach. And that was our total cost. So other than that, we have advertising expenses, but since we're doing it in U of A, so that's minimal for the pilot stage. But that'll add on if you go for other markets.
All those data and Excel calculations are also in hand.
So what do you need?
$6,000 for our pilots.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can probably come up with $6,000, right? Yeah. Okay.
But, the thing is, that's the initial stage. We're talking about 3 months. For $6,000, we'll get all the data. Our long-term goal would be, let's say, eventually a year down the line, have a database of contacts. Let's say, if we have 10,000 respondents, let's say in 2 years or so, what we plan to do is go to Skype and create something like called Skype coaching, which is for families, and target Skype for that, and show them we have a ready list of respondents. So that would be a long-term